anything considered art? Is this art? Is this? Yeah, I don't know. But today I want to find out by making the same artwork 10 different ways, each one weirder than the last, just to find out which art form is actually the best and can earn my cool trophy. Starting with graffiti, my favorite one on the list, but the nerve was high, because this is the original one which the following artworks will aim to copy, but I landed on this simple face design with the crooked nose and vertical eye, with hidden emotions, which later on became really difficult to copy. But overall, solid artwork, solid start. Graffiti gets an 8 out of 10. Next up was Photoshop, which made me rethink the whole original artwork thing, because I had to recreate the face myself. And after that it didn't get easier, because my face looked nothing like the original. I had to move stuff around, and after a while I landed on this, which didn't look bad per se, but it needed some wrinkles, so I added them, which made it look even worse. So I tried saving it with filters, and this is the finished result. It has got some kind of Y2K look in a bad way, but overall Photoshop is a great tool. I just suck at it, so 5 out of 10. Then it was Instagram, which isn't a art app, but I tried to make it work. When you go to post a story on Instagram, you actually have the option to draw on it, and I did. I took a quick photo of my face and started sketching on the small screen with my fat fingers. Then I added some shadows and worked my way up. The color options seemed nice at first, but later on they all mushed together, so I had to add outlines to make it work. Also go follow my Instagram, I'm trying to hit 100 followers. But overall Instagram was pretty bad, 3 out of 10. Then it was Google Docs. I added it because I thought it would be easy and fun. It wasn't. Yeah, I could have found my inner Shakespeare and done some literature, but that would be boring. I wanted to do something special, so I used the highlight feature, which turned out to be way more difficult than I thought. Because you can't select text vertically, you can only do it horizontally, which meant when I wanted to add a line, I had to do it 1 pixel at a time. The whole artwork took 3 hours, but it was actually pretty fun. I started with filling in the page with random words and letters, and then I made a quick sketch which later on I would highlight over. Started with the darks and made my way up. The whole process was like pixel art on steroids, because I could add stuff in the words behind the highlights, and it was like making a puzzle in a good way. Yeah, it was really boring and time consuming at times, but overall, surprising experience. I am happy with the results and cool. Then it was Canva, which made me realize that the hate for Canva is well deserved. It was so easy in a bad way and incredibly boring. I thought the drawing feature would be cheating, so I used the stock illustrations and photos, which was a bad choice. There was 0 options for free tier, and I would rather burn the money than give it to Canva. The only thing I could really do was move stuff around and edit opacity. There was no masking, there was no adjustment layers, no nothing. The end result looked like corporate Morpheus in a bad way, and to be honest I would rather in my hands and clap or use ChatGPT than Canva ever again. 0 out of 10. But I think we needed the Canva whole experience to enjoy the rest even more, like Minecraft. There are plenty of talented Minecraft artists in the world. I'm not one of them, I had literally 0 experience. But I think I handled it pretty well. I started with making the 3D look of the face and then colored it. First the mouth, I even made this cool 3D effect so that looks like the mouth actually goes somewhere, and then picked out the blocks for coloring. I didn't pick great because the gap between grey and yellow was later on too big, but overall I think I did fine. The finished artwork actually looks fire, and it was way less rage baiting than normal Blender or other apps. Even made this cool fence design on the mouth to match the original Graffiti one, and overall pretty good. Wii Mii Channel, I wanted something fast and nostalgic, and that was it. Sue me. I'm kinda mad that I couldn't make things asymmetrical, but other than that, if you really squint your eyes and use your imagination, maybe even close your eyes, you could see the similarities. Barely, maybe. Overall, this is the end results. It was kind of meh. Next up was ChatGPT. Can I call it art? Not sure, but I wanted to test something. It knows how to make meaningless Basquiats or Picassos quite well, but it doesn't know me. There's no data on my art style, so I tried explaining it anyway, in as much detail as I could. The strokes, the symbols, everything of the painting. And what I got back was quite bad, which is actually a good thing. It means that ChatGPT knows how to make top of a barrel or commercial stuff, but it doesn't know how to make art. It doesn't know how to make symbols or something completely new. Anyway, I thought it was a cool experiment. But if I gave Canva 0, I have to give ChatGPT at least 1. Then it was baking. I got this idea from TikTok. I wanted to turn the artwork into an eatable statue. I love the cooking part. I even make food TikToks for a living. I thought I would go for my chocolate chip cookie recipe, which turned out to be amazing. But when it came to actually making the face out of the dough, it was really difficult. I'm not too great with my hands, and it all made a weird blob shape. But I added dried mango as tongue and nuts as teeth, and overall it was actually pretty cool. Until I put it into an oven, which made it into that thing.
You know what? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Solid 8 here.
I wanted the last artwork to be more grounded or special, so I went back to pen and paper to answer the question in the start: are these things art? I really think they are, because now I have learned that the more simple or abstract an art medium is, the more effort or creativity it takes to make it work. Like, there are plenty of poems out there where you need to spend hours and hours to deeply understand them, but there are also oil paintings or photographs with barely any depth. Sometimes mid-brushstroke you come up with an idea to make the artwork even better, and that's really why I don't like AI, because when you eliminate the working process, you also eliminate the chance to enhance the piece. That said, this was the pen and paper one, and here are all the rest. This was my first video ever, so if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and claiming your OG spot. Bye!